Welcome back to another replica review, guys. Let's have another look at another great replica. No guys, you're not seeing double. This is Anduril, the sword of King Elessar from the Lord of the Rings. We're looking once again at a Lord of the Rings replica from United Cutlery brands. This is the follow-up to Narsil. So without further ado, let's take a look. So, just like the previous version, the front of the box is endowed with the actual map of Middle-earth. But this time, instead of burgundy, they chose to use blue. Definitely to differentiate between the two swords when in a store. Okay, it also has the, of course, Lord of the Rings branding, and really it's a wonderful design overall. If we look at the back really quickly, we can see scenes from the actual movie itself, as well as a little bit of product placement for additional blades in the series which you can collect. Alright, so let's have a look at what's inside. Just like before, it's probably best if we push from this end and pull from the other. So just keep pushing and pulling, and there we are. As before, box has done its job. And let's take a look inside. It's a pretty much identical box as Narsil. Pretty much it's exactly what we're expecting. So let's pull the sword out. And wonderful packaging as always. There we go. And I'm pretty sure this is the exact same thing. There's probably a plaque in here. Oh my goodness. Wow, this one's actually very different. This is not Elendil's tree. This is actually Elessar's tree. Okay, let's put this away and let's take a look at the sword. Okay guys, let's take Anduril out of her plastic. So, you can already see that there are many differences from Narsil to Anduril. But before we go through the differences, let's go take a look at what seems to be the same. We can tell if we take a look at the handle and hilt itself that most of the detailing still remains the same. The actual crossbar hasn't changed that much at all. The grip itself appears to be the exact same thing, as well as the pommel. Now, let's take a look at what the elves did to strengthen this blade. As evident in the movie, the elves actually reforged the blade of Elendil and imbued it with additional elven runes to signify and symbolize that it has been reforged. A couple of things that of note are the sun right above the crossbar. We also see 7 stars, which are representative of Elendil. Then, ending off with the crescent moon. The elven runes are wonderfully etched, just deep enough to give us the wonderful impression that it does on the blade. And when the light hits off the blade as it does, it gives off a wonderful effect. Once again, the false edge makes it appear as if the sword itself is sharp. But if we run our fingers against the blade again, you can see that it won't cut. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Anduril, the resurrection of Narsil. Unfortunately, there are a few cons. Identical to the way Narsil is. If we look at the reverse side of the sword, we can see once again that the Lord of the Rings branding has been etched right into the blade itself. This is a signification of authenticity, but in my opinion, I think it could have been well handled in a different way. Also, the stitching along the grip is still evident. Now, we could take this as a blessing once again, as if we were to actually put this on the wall, as indicated in the last review, the plaque, which is included with Anduril, fits very handsomely and is able to hide the fact that there is branding on the reverse side of the blade. Okay guys, that'll do it for our review of Anduril, the sword of King Elessar. If you enjoyed this review, please leave a like. If you have any questions or comments about this review, please leave that in the comment section below. Well guys, as always, thanks for watching. Check out some of the other episodes I've done. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter.